Greetings, pimps. Welcome back to the series where we logically destroy garbage lowest common denominator channels here on YouTube.
Okay. I use a combination of lies, manipulation, cheating, stealing, gaslighting, bullying, insulting, and flexing.
This episode we'll be tackling our first political and economics channel. Don't worry, before you start crying, we'll be targeting any and all ideologies as long as this series continues anyway, so don't be so clueless as to think I'm whatever the so-called opposite of whatever the channel's ideology is. But I digress, as NPCs won't comprehend that anyway.
You're a liar! Are you lying to me? Are you a liar? Are you lying to me? Are you a liar?
Now you probably haven't heard of Mr. Beat unless you're a pseudo-intellectual who only looks for people to reaffirm your beliefs, but there is no need for much explanation. It's the typical garbage statist channel that is stuck screaming at capitalism but tries really hard to come across as centrist.
I also haven't nutted since Tuesday, which is where I came up with the idea I'm dripping. So I've been pissing pre-cum. So I thought it would be funny if I started saying, you like that shit? I thought it would be mad funny if I just was screaming, I'm dripping, because it's true.
Now I of course won't be defending capitalism, but it should be stated that Mr. Beat is also another in the long line of drones that think that which the state and its existence causes is either capitalism or socialism.
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed?
I wish these NPCs would get some new material, but hey, I won't complain about seeing cringe socialists and cringe capitalists throw poop at each other, both sides believing that they're the genius when in fact they are some of the dumbest people on the internet. Bad
Woman power! Activate female power! Gush! Pussy! Gush! Activate pussy gushing blood!
person was this ideology though, so that means everything they do or did is the fault of an ideology, not the person. Now Mr. Beat's content isn't all this infighting trash, some of it is your average normie history lesson and top 10 garbage, which is a very small bit better, but let's not split hairs here as it is still LCD drivel. Top 10 worst presidents. Wowie wow wow, now that is epic.
Craziest, like basically ecstasy, coke, heroin, all rolled into one. Like did basically nothing to me. Like I'm already so crazy.
If I was an autistic 10-year-old whose fixation was basic history, sure, perhaps Mr. Beat would be acceptable, but other than that, you have to be a total NPC to think his generic trash content should bother existing. You can get more out of watching 10 seconds of reality TV than the entire catalogue of Mr. Beat videos. The crazy part is that Bozo is so pathetic, if he for some reason watched this video, his NPC brain would explode because it's calling out his cringe trying to be centrist and leftist at the same time.
You got guts, kid. You got the guts. You got guts, kid. In the movie biz, all it takes is a little bit of guts. You got guts, kid. You got guts.
Garbage. That nonsense won't work around here. A statist is a statist and you're equally as bad as any other. Hilariously enough, Mr. Beat has a video on how to spot logical fallacies but fails to see that no argument from logic in the favor the state he worships exists.
Yo, I don't like white people either. Let's get an interview going. What's good, homie? Yo, you're a gangster, right? Yo, you're a gangbanger, right? Yo, that's right. That's right, bro.
Don't worry, I'm ready for the appeals to emotion, but who would build the roads and but corporations and warlords would take over. Some of the classics. But I digress, as that video was just him virtue signaling against Ben Shapiro, aka the most genius man to ever live, and def not a child predator just like Mr. Beat.
Oh, I'm like a predator in a cool way. I'm like a cool predator. We're doing dirt. We getting grimy out here. We getting grime.
Plus LCD creators like Mr. Beat will never be capable of real thought anyway. They only believe whatever's best to say in the moment. Such is the statist mindset.
I guess when I was born, my dick was like huge. Like it was like 2 feet long. And it was basically like a medical problem. So the doctors, they cut off extra. But like genetically, Like my actual dick should be like wicked long.
I won't even waste your time roasting his abhorrent appearance, as you off-rip know anyone who makes such content isn't going to be looking too good without ever needing to search it up. I will give him a little credit, though he's pretty low on the pathetic LCD scale when it comes to economic and political creators, but that speaks more to how awful others are than how good he is.
Podcast, calling someone a bozo is like that's a super aggressive.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if someone called you a bozo?
Yeah, those are fighting words.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
the N-word for people like us.
Yeah.
Well, pimps, we have reached the end of another episode. I hope you all enjoyed. We out.
So here we go. I'm about to make myself retarded.